Hello lovely people, and welcome to a much requested video, how I do my everyday vintage makeup, an updated version from 2 years ago. I'm going to be showing you the products I normally use and how I actually stick it on my face. Also, it's kind of just an excuse so I can play with the Besame new Sleeping Beauty palette, because have you seen it? It's beautiful. Disclaimer, I am not a beauty channel, and if you've accidentally stumbled across this video thinking that I know things, I'm not a beauty guru. Please don't hold me in such high regard. I hope it will be useful, and if not, at least entertaining, as I take you through this, because you know what's cute? This look. You know what else is cute? Fiscal responsibility. Yes, that's right. I'm going to teach you some tips about how to be responsible with money through the medium of a makeup video. It's educational, it's fun, and you're going to enjoy it. This video is sponsored by Next Insurance, a 100% online business insurance company, which, for those of you based in the US, provides all of your insurance needs with just a few clicks. You focus on building your dream, Next will focus on protecting it. They work evenings and weekends, so no matter if you're a tiny startup or already growing rapidly, they're here for you. You may think you don't even need business insurance. Maybe you're just a small social media-based business. Maybe you don't even think of yourself as a business. But if you're getting paid, then hello, you're a company. It's fast, efficient, and simple to sign up. You'll be able to whip out your phone and bring up your insurance certificate if, like me, you stop in the street to film and take photos. Yes, if you're getting paid by a brand to take photos, you're a business. If you're selling things online, you're a business. And you need business insurance. Next Insurance allows everything to be done online. Insurance quotes, charges, and claims filings. There are no hidden fees and no paying for the weird little things that you don't really need because that doesn't really apply to your business. Click the link at the very top of the description box to get your very own personalized quote tailored to your needs. It's not just for online businesses, they handle businesses in the real world too. But no matter where your business is, just make sure it's protected. Like daily suntan lotion protects your face. I mean, have you seen me? I'm the colour of a sheep. Yes, this is indeed an incredibly thick 50 SPF suntan lotion that normally one would put on the body. And yes, I do put it on my face. That was too much. It's fine. Put it elsewhere on my person. I just love using incredibly thick suntan lotion as a primer because I think it just does good things to my skin. And also my makeup just looks delightful and really does stay in place. Next up, foundation. And before I go any further, I should probably also mention the fact that I know some of the brands I use are not cruelty-free. It's MAC. I'm looking at you. However, I am transitioning all of my makeup to being cruelty-free brands because I have allergies. And life is fun that way. I basically have to make sure that I don't put anything on my face that will cause it to become bright red and bleeding a bit. Allergies, they're fun. If you also have eczema or skin that really readily reacts to things, please do leave me brand names down below of things that you use and you found to be really helpful, because I could really use the advice. I have a slight issue when it comes to foundation that you may have realised just by looking at me, which is that my hands and my neck are in no way the same colour. I love when people do the little patch test thing on the hand of foundation and then they're like, yeah, that matches. Have you seen this? Yes, my neck is rather yellow and my hands are quite pinkish, as is my face. It's because I have a thing called POTS. It's a condition where your blood just doesn't work. You can find out more actual explanation in the card above. So I take some kind of yellowy foundation and add in a bit of pink concealer to attempt to make the shade of me. For a really vintage look, we're going to go for a very full coverage. We don't want anything. No tiny blemishes, no freckles, although freckles actually can be quite cute and vintage. Anyway, I don't have freckles to make cute. And voila! I know it looks slightly lighter because there is a massive light shining in my face, but I promise you it does genuinely match my neck. So there you go, and remember, compare your face to your neck, not your hands. Just like before you sign any new contract, you should always use comparison websites. Money-saving tip. See? I told you so. Time for concealer, because my face wasn't pale enough as it was. And it's also time to ask, what could you be concealing? Is it your tax returns? If so, time to get an accountant. At the beginning, it is very easy to file your own tax returns, but as you continue, oh gosh, do you need someone professional. It may seem like an unnecessary expense, but it really does help in the long run. You don't want to get taken to court. Alright, eye primer. Now, if you, like me, have eyelids that go somewhere when you open your eyes, I mean, can you see my eyelids? I can't. They're not there. Then you'll probably have also tried every single eye primer under the sun and found that they don't. The only thing I found that works for my eyes is to use concealer and eyeshadow, but you have to put it on when the concealer's wet. But this means I get to open the Sleeping Beauty palette. Based on the book that appears in the original Sleeping Beauty film, which apparently is huge, and this is like a teeny tiny version. And there we go, I now apparently have the colour of Princess Aurora's legs on my eyes. You know what else has legs? The make, do and mend attitude. Sometimes it can actually be cheaper to have your clothes altered or fixed by a tailor than it can to actually just buy new clothes. Time for eyebrows! And oh yeah, I've got this far without mentioning them. Yeah, these are my eyebrows, this is how they grow. I don't even pluck them, it's just they just started falling out. Vintage eyebrows are generally very thin, quite, is full the word? They don't tend to have gaps. That's full, right? Yeah. And always with a lovely arch, which we'll get to. Yeah, that's as much as they grow, so let's fake some niceness, shall we? I would advise that you follow your own brow bone, but as my wife pointed out in that Wife Does My Makeup video, I don't have a brow bone. It's just mushy, really. So I just go with whatever shape I'm making that day. I try and make it look the same. I'm a big fan of the eyebrow pencil, both because it just sort of screams vintage to me, but also because I don't have to learn how to do that modern thing with the brush and the fade in the front, and you know. Nice and easy. That's how I like to keep my makeup. You know what's nice and easy? Using this eyebrow pencil. You know what else is easy? Making a free appointment with your bank to discuss how to raise your credit score. In some countries, England, getting a credit card, buying some stuff and paying it off fairly quickly raises your credit score. However, in other countries, apparently that's not a good thing to do. Basically, don't read any advice online. Irony. Go to your bank, because they actually know stuff, shockingly. Back to eyeshadow, and I've decided to go with, wait, where are her eyebrows? Brows Dust 107. Great, I changed my mind. I then swatched the white 107 and decided that actually, that's really gorgeous. It's the skirt of her peasant costume. Thanks to my lovely little monolids, I find that the easiest way to put eyeshadow on in a very precise, quite vintagey way is to use a very small angled brush first, and then a better blending brush to blend it out. You want to concentrate most of your shadow on the outer eye. And then with a delightfully fluffy blending brush, just blend that all out. Alright, but then I'm going to put even more eyeshadow on my face, this time from this lovely Sleek palette that I have used quite a lot. And as you can see, this is my favourite. Going to be very careful, precise, neat, and blend afterwards. Creating an arch as we go up. Trying to follow the kind of natural curve of your eyeball. Don't worry if it looks really, really messy. Life is messy. Life lessons with Jessica. It's going well. Alright, now we've outlined our eyeballs, time to blend. Moving on to eyeliner, the only one I have found that is really actually waterproof enough to stick to my eyelid. So this is really fun because I'm very blind in my left eye, so I have to be able to see over my nose, which is my right eye, and it's a big nose. You know what else is a big no? Having really drafty house, because it's terrible for your energy bills. You can buy really cheap insulation kits online. You don't have to replace your entire window. It's a really cost-effective way of keeping down the price. Moving on to mascara. This one is a real favourite of mine because the wand bends, and that just makes it so much easier in my mind to use. Alright, eyes done. Time to move on to that little rosy glow that your cheeks can give you. So after I blush under the apple of my cheekbone, I then tend to push down the lighter powder on top of it just to get a nice little blend so we have no sharp lines. Yeah, I'm just bashing myself in the face. I know. You know what else will bash you in the face? The tax man. If you're self-employed, remember to have a separate bank account for your tax money and just put 1/3 of all of your earnings in there, and don't touch it ever. Ever, unless there's an impending zombie apocalypse, in which case money means nothing anymore. On to bronzer. I like to do just a little bit around the hairline because it makes the rest of my face glow quite nicely. With my angled brush, just sticking the tip in there. Now finally, my favourite thing, lipstick. I am utterly obsessed with Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour and this new matte ink version. Why did I not know this existed before? It's just, you put it on your lips. It's so easy to apply because, you know, wand. And it genuinely just stays there no matter what. I really had to try hard at getting that off my lips last night for about 10 minutes. You know what else we should try hard at? Talking to others about finances. Difficult, I know. But our friends and family can sometimes have really great tips. All right. Ta-da! The finished look. There you go. Here is my everyday vintage makeup. It's the makeup I wear every day as I work from home, so I guess that makes it my business look. I hope you've enjoyed this video and my sort of financial tips. The most important thing though is to not just read things online or watch videos, but to actually speak to an expert about money. I'm not a money guru or a beauty guru. I just wanted to make this video for fun and to give me an excuse to play with this makeup. Also, I'm just trying to help because really sadly we live in a society where things are very unequal. 2/3 of my generation will never own a home. That's mind-blowing. Thank you so much for watching. Please do click subscribe if you are new here, and thank you so much to Next Insurance for sponsoring this video. If you click the top link in the description down below, you can get your very own personalised quote to keep you and your business safe. Do it. What are you doing? Come on now. It's important. Insurance. Protect yourself. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Let's see if I can remember that. I have really bad memory loss, by the way. This is why I have to get fed lines. What did I say? That was too much. Hang on. Okay. It's fine. Let's go a bit closer. Really close now, aren't we?